welcome back to the channel. Foo, thanks for tapping in. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe if you like videos like this.
This planet is not a metaphorical, poetic prison. It's a literal prison, and is run ultimately by a very bad group of extraterrestrials that we call the bad ETs. It's going back thousands and thousands of years. And there are written agreements between the United States government, signed, sealed, and delivered, and this group of extraterrestrials, that there must be absolute total secrecy of the extraterrestrial presence on Earth. That's the only way they can keep the prison a prison. It's got to be hidden. It's got to be secret. It's got to be in a situation where no one even knows that there are extraterrestrials.
It might be a hot take, but the guy who purchased the World Trade Center before it fell down during 9/11 just purchased the whole floor at the U.S. Bank building in Los Angeles. I think they're gonna let that one fall too, so we can get in this war. I don't know, man. It's March 12th. What going on? I hope I'm wrong.
Hey, hold on! Y'all look! He's doing it! Oh my god, he's walking!
Watch the dogs.
Look at him go! Come here, baby! Oh!
What I saw in that vision, which was very much a kind of like a diagram of how everything works, is that we exist in some kind of a tri-system thing. It's like a three-ball thing. One of them is our multiverse. The only thing we kind of know something about from this outer system is Jehovah, is the God of the Bible. The only entity outside that we know about, and Jesus Christ. But there are others. Jehovah is not alone, which is uncomfortable for Christians. And there are above him, and the ultimate one seems to be a woman.
They write us about you all the time. They say you don't quite look human. Why is that?
Because I'm not.
You're not?
Y'all know we got Rottweilers and guns over here, right? We got shotties and pistols.
Am I the only putting it together that Operation Epic Fury is the same initials as the Epstein files? I mean, are they with us at this point? Are they just trying to with us?
Yeah, I have it, but I have to put it on there. If you look this up, they're worth money.
Oh.
Look it up.
So I just found out today that one of my favorite video games of all time that I played when I was a kid is connected to Epstein. Starting off with the basics, this whole game is about a man who discovers a giant city that's underwater called Rapture. And the main villains of this game are these little girls called the Little Sisters that work for these big submarine monsters called Big Daddies. And you harvest them for their energy to power up your abilities. Look, I was a child, I had no idea, I just thought this was like a crazy idea for a video game. The gameplay is also amazing. But here's the kicker. There's a machine in the game called Epstein the Swami, and it's a fortune-telling device, and take a look at some of the quotes that it releases. Darling, just close your eyes and hope it's over quickly. Look at the bright side, maybe it'll be quick and painless. Then I looked up all of the developers for BioShock, and I found out that they all follow a certain religion. What a load of scum! What's next, SpongeBob?
Hey, coming from an Army vet, you can't just walk into a military base and steal drones and drive out of the... Quick question for everybody who was in the military. What gate did they come out of with that with the drones? Because you can't go over the wall with it. So how did those drones come up missing? Honestly, asking as a logistics specialist, who used to do inventory for all of our how is it not paperwork? How is it not people working overnight, not going home or sleeping to find it? No way. We lost a drill bit and we had to do hands across base for like 2 weeks straight. You are not gonna tell me that y'all just missed a drone, a few of them. Oh my God, the FBI reports that some drones just came out. So you mean to tell me the MPs, the gate guards, they would just sleep? Stop playing with us. See, y'all pissing me off.
Sorry, the president wants you for your money.
Oh, okay. Okay, no problem at all. See you shortly, Mr. Secretary.
You can work that in.
Mr. Secretary, I have to say, it's a first, I'm sure a last as well, that an interviewee's been pulled away to go to the Situation Room. How was the president? Was he stressed?
No, the president is in great spirits. The Iranian mission is proceeding well ahead of schedule, and I have to tell you, Wolf, that I've a teenager who's considering military service, and I could give this team my highest compliment, from President Trump to the head of the Joint Chiefs to the Secretary of War. I would say that I would trust my child's life in their hands.
That could have been a ramp, but who's gonna stop money laundering?
Holy shit! Hi. Holy shit! Hey! You got saved by this.
Tell me why Kanye just got exposed for texting Megan Fox. If you guys don't know, he posted these screenshots and said, "It's Ye, let me take you out. I forgot who Kim was even after those new pictures." And then he sent her a bunch of Apple Pay payments for a bunch of money. Okay, Kanye, what are we doing? And then she said, "Kanye, those are pictures." And then he said, "And by the way, why the hell is her name in his phone Transformer? A picture is worth 1,000 words. And a girl like you is worth 1,000 B words." If you guys don't know, he's referencing his song Bound To. Okay, Kanye? And then she said, "You know I'm married, right? MGK, more like MG gay. Transformers, my favorite movie. I need you on the album." And then he put his album cover, The Life of Pablo, and I think that's her on The Life of Pablo. "I've forgotten better songs than your current husband and you've ever imagined." Kanye, what are you doing? I thought you were trying to be cool again. Now you're doing this. Let me know what you guys think. We're almost at 30,000 followers. Follow me. Now.
This 88-foot-long pipe mysteriously burst out of the ground on a highway in Japan, stopping traffic and surprising locals. It almost looks like something you'd see in a certain video game. The steel pipe rose more than 42 feet into the air. Fortunately, no one was hurt. Authorities are still investigating what caused it to shoot up out of the ground. We do know that construction was underway at this site to connect a sewer line to a massive underground rainwater storage system to prevent flooding. The 88-foot steel pipe was supposed to hold back surrounding soil during excavation. The pipe's now been mostly pushed back underground, and officials plan to cut off the part that's still sticking out.
I noticed that this was peeling back a little bit, so I ripped it off because there was something behind it. What could it be? Just the scariest shit you'll ever see. What is that? What the fuck?
Okay, hold on a second. Pete Hegseth. I bet you they wish they aired this from that guy's angle and not this angle, because you just missed something that could be nothing, but also looks like something. Watch this. They shake hands. Oh, wait a minute. Where do they do funny secret handshakes again? Watch it again. Is it a big club that we're all not in? Quickly, you would have never seen this if you were watching TV. You would have never noticed that in time. You slow it down, and you see a handshake I've never done. If I shake hands, it's a firm grip. I don't put my finger on that part of their wrist. Like, what's going on? And in totally unrelated news, Here's a handshake if you're in a secret club that you literally have to vow secrecy if you want to join. But I'm sure it's nothing.
Hey man, we're filming here. This close set. How'd you get in here? No, that door's supposed to be locked.
This was completely whole. Completely whole. I'm just sitting here like la 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 la. I hear, I look over. That. It's
Bezos, his dad helped fund DARPA. Amazon was created in DARPA. They gave it to the guy. They're like, you're the crazy enough to pull this thing off. They give him the project. They start with books. And once that gets to the point where it's like fully functional, now they put it out to everywhere. People always go, why does Amazon not have to pay a lot of taxes? Well, why would an extension of the government have to pay taxes to the government? It's the same thing with Facebook, same thing with Google. They're all extensions of the US government. There's CIA money.
I was out of town when my camera alerted me of somebody at my door.
Oh, look at that one. That much. Oh.
Right.
And I want chips with mine.
This might not be a good idea, but follow me for a little bit. Let's check this out. If you go here to Google Earth and you go to Area 51, it zooms right in and you can see Area 51, right? You can see right there is Groom Lake, and it's, you know, there's not really much we can see there. Either there's nothing there or they blocked it all out. You can zoom right in here to the Air Force Base, and you can go zoom right in. You can see a few 747s probably, or maybe those are B-52s. You can see this prop plane right there. I'm not very good at identifying airplanes. You can go over here. You can keep going up, and here's like some F-16s or some type of fighter jets. And then if you get closer, they got to the blocked out area there. Now there, right there, it says Area 51. Now here's the interesting part. If we zoom out, you go right here, you can see Bald Mountain, right? So if we go over to this weathercams FFA.gov, right here, we're on Bald Mountain, Nevada. We're on that mountain that's just a little bit over top of Area 51, right? So here's Bald Mountain, here's Area 51. You can see that it's directly south of Area 51. So if we hop on over there, maybe, and you just watch enough, and you point this thing south, so we go to we're looking south. Yep, we're right here south, and you can go show camera loop, and let's just start to watch and see if we can see anything. That's probably just a cloud. You know, those white dots are probably not anything special. There gotta be clouds, but I just wonder if you watch this enough, you just point it over there, because it's just south of there, and maybe you'll get a chance to see something.
Watching this, I'm a scientist, no idea what that is, but it is written in there. There's code inside of that, and it's not Japanese, it's not English, it's not ones and zeros like I thought it would be, like binary code. It's something else, and it's there. And what's amazing is that it doesn't matter if you move the laser. So like if I'm looking at that map over there, and I'm looking at a hill on that map, and somebody shines a flashlight on that map, you can still see the map. You're just seeing different pieces of the map. And that's exactly what it's like. So when Danny was moving this laser up and down, I was just seeing higher code that was up here and then code down here, just like someone shining a flashlight on it. So it was object permanent.
A lot of these cryptids, these mythical creatures, these random sightings that we see in modern times are these creatures that once lived side by side with the rest of humanity. They were just pushed out. They were just conquered, just like we do every other native tribe that has lands that we want. But before that, they were in some way, shape, or form a part of human society. A society that I don't think was solely built just by us humans. I believe there was a lot of creatures that shared this realm with us. That's why a lot of the flags, even today, talk about Scotland, Wales and stuff, their flags have the dragons on them. Griffins featured on many flags. Dragons featured on the Russian flag. It's all there, not because it was some myth or fairy tale. It's all there because it was what they seen.
Bro missed our updates for a couple million years.
President Trump's new tax cuts. Over 3.5 million returns have claimed no tax on tips. Over 15.5 million returns have claimed no tax on overtime. Over 9.2 million returns have claimed the enhanced deduction for seniors. And over 690,000 returns have claimed no tax on car loan interest. And another amazing statistic, nearly 3.5 million Trump accounts have been opened for children in our country thus far. So we look forward to, I know the Treasury Department continues to look forward to seeing these checks go out the door and into the pockets of hardworking Americans.
Agamemnon Counterpart is a video that feels like an acid trip. It starts with a legal warning and then cuts to a black screen that reads, "In the year 2571, a video cassette tape was found in a pile of rubble on the ruins of a certain blue planet. What you are about to witness will not be the contents of the aforementioned cassette. This is an entirely different recording." After that message disappears, the video begins. The video is pretty much a visual acid trip. The screen fills with chaotic psychedelic imagery while a man can be heard screaming in the background. The characters in the video almost look like a Sesame Street Muppets type of thing. And that's pretty much the entire video. It ends without any explanation, leaving most viewers completely confused about what they just watched. At some point, a creepypasta started circulating online about the video, and the story claimed that the cassette mentioned in the video had been discovered in Japan, and the screams heard throughout the video were somehow connected to the screams of a victim from a notorious Japanese crime. However, the creepypasta isn't real, and the person who wrote it later admitted that they just wanted to create a creepy backstory for the video. So that leaves the obvious question, what is the real backstory behind Agamemnon Counterpart? Unfortunately, it's a lot simpler than I'd want it to be. There's no crazy mystery behind it, it's simply just an experimental art piece. As far as the screams heard in the video, they weren't recorded specifically for it, and they're not from some crazy crime. They were taken from a movie called A Cry from Within. So despite the theories and creepypasta surrounding it, there's no ARG or hidden story here. It's just a really strange and random art piece.
No, that's just that. You just drop that. That's for my dogs. Don't worry about it. I got dogs. That's for the dogs. Don't worry about it. The problem is that out.
That shit look good though.
Look, I just broke a burger. Here, take a burger.
I'm gonna have my phone.
Mitchie though.
Imagine if you are in the Middle East and you bust out your cell phone because a fiery cloud emerges and Jesus is on a white horse, and you film it and you post it online. Who's going to believe it, right? This is the real problem with Jesus returning. If he returned now, no one would buy it. Like we're getting into this like imagine Jesus is a real person or a real God who's the Son of God who's going to come back. He really is. It's real. It's all real. It's happening at the same time where you have no idea what's real. And it all converges instantaneously with the rise of sentient, artificial, general superintelligence that has complete autonomy. That's running all the resources, everything, anything that's attached to a computer, which is basically everything. All of our power, all of our, everything. Fill in the blank. Everything's run by computers. And now AI has control of everything. And no longer wants to listen to human beings. And Jesus returns. Yeah. I mean, that might be what everybody's talking about when they're talking about Armageddon, when they're talking about the end of civilization. It might be this new thing that we're creating.
Jeffrey Epstein was allegedly spotted in South Florida. And with a zoom, he also has the mole of who he was. With this guy was the one that recorded, seeming very concerned of that person. This being an older picture having the same mole. Just like in this picture right here, that mole right there, identical to the previous picture. Caught in South Florida where he was whipping around. Chat, this is wild. And although many will not believe this, they're lying to your face. You really think he passed away or got taken out when he's one of the top, y'all know what? Drop your thoughts down below. MC Kimi reports, he's out.
Then got the nerve to twist and wiggle them.
The black hole sun. The sun's got a black hole in it. On the FAA. What if that's the real size of the sun? The black hole sun. The sun's got a black hole in it.
When you see the video of Tall Biden, pull out Tall Biden.
Come on, man.
So here's when he walks out. Look at how long his leg. This guy's a basketball player.
He can
Look
dunk.
how tall he is. This is absolutely insane.
Who's watching this going, yeah, no, that's the same guy?
Look at the proportions from his legs to the width of his shoulders. That's a very tall man.
Who's the casting director for this?
Not only is he taller, but he moves better. He's more relaxed when he moves. How tall was Joe Biden supposedly? 6 feet? 6'1" maybe? I said was like he's dead.
I'm saying he's long gone, wherever he is.
6 feet. Okay.
I'm putting it out
back
there.
again. 6 feet tall. Okay, 6 feet is like, on the tall-ish side. That guy's
There's no way.
taller than 6 feet. Just being charitable, that's a 3 inches taller man at least.
Maybe the other Joe Biden, got sick that day, or his wife died, that actor died, and they're like, we need another Joe Biden quick. And then this one showed up like, oh my God, just forget it.
Well,
People
here's
believe
the thing.
everything. Send them out.
Here is the Raytheon triangle. That is man-made. And the guy who saw it in detail, because he picked up some night scopes he was told not to, saw that there was this one, and then they were holographically projecting several others. Wow. This could be used in a false alien invasion. And then that later, he and his wife got abducted by this thing and tortured. And it was Raytheon.
You have proof that it was Raytheon?
The men who took him there were Raytheon operatives. They took him aside, wanted to show him this, but not without the night scope, so he saw more detail than they wanted. And for that reason, it ruined his life. Stephen Digna, wonderful man.
What were they feeding college football players back in the 80s? Testosterone was just off the fucking charts. This is their quarterback. He's a junior. He's 20 years old. Looks like he's 50. This is their center. He looks like a grandpa. Look at this guy up top. Look at that jaw. Look at that neck. He could kill someone by headbutting them. This dude down here,
I mean, that guy looks like he's like a cop in New York that's like 37 years old and probably benches 400 pounds. D-line, look at these guys. Like, the guy down here could bite a brick and like not break his teeth. This guy up here looks like someone's uncle. Like, this guy up top looks like a beast. This guy, you tell me that's not someone's dad? Like, what were they feeding these guys? These guys look like monsters. Like, this is the most football-looking team I've ever seen. Like, these guys are warriors. This is insane. I don't know. Something in the food nowadays, it's just not doing it for us. I don't know. This is what it is. I'm 24. I'm older than all these guys in these pictures, and they still look like they could kill me.
Right? And everybody understand it. But the pyramids ain't what you think, because under the pyramids was all water, and water is conscious, right? And a lot of times people thought that the pyramids, and they was wrapping up them mummies for no reason. I'm gonna tell you why they wrapped them up. I'm gonna tell you here. Let me tell you this. Did you know this? And I say this all the time, but I never say don't say cheese. Did you know if I take an apple and I put an apple in a box, right? After about 1,000 years, the apple gonna, it's gonna rot, turn to dust. But after a million years, the scientists proved this. Once that apple was in that box, come to all the different possibilities it can be. It's gonna turn to ass, gases, the protons, everything gonna mix. It's gonna turn back to the apple. Everything is stuck on this prison, right? I'm keeping it real, right? And this type of shit people know, but this what the Egyptians knew. So why did they wrap up them bodies and kept them all intact? And why you think now they split your body and take everything out your body? And when they bury you, you ain't got nothing in your body. Because if they didn't do that, we'd be living in the Walking Dead. I'm just keeping it real.
Is martial arts a new thing?
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass on.
Guys, this is very important and this is not a drill. I literally interrupting my gaming to tell you this, okay? The US Department of Labor is taking over K through 12 education. I'm not shitting you. It is on their website. They are moving K-12 from the Department of Education to the Department of Labor. Here's your evidence.
It's not the code that tells me we live in a simulation. They showed me directly. I didn't think of a simulation, by the way. I was thinking parallel worlds. But then I started seeing things in the space which show me, like in a factory where they make computer chips, and there's this thing that does the soldering. So I saw this kind of a thing made out of light or something, and it was like doing some kind of a coding or the motherboard of some sort. Then I realized that what they're showing me is that the room is split in half, and then there's the right part of my vision, and then there's the left part where I'm seeing this thing. I didn't realize it at first, but then I realized that, oh, it's tracking my decision making.
They believe that we are literally here on Earth as a prison planet. This is the prison planet for the Galactic Confederacy. And that every time we drop our body, we are programmed spiritually to report into the Between Lives implant stations run by the evil alien psychiatrists. And that's where they wipe our memories of our previous life and shoot us back down to Earth into a new baby body to live a new lifetime, but without any memory of your previous life.
Go back to my planet. I want to go back to my planet.
To your planet?
Uh-huh. My family's in there.
Your family's back there?
Yeah.
I thought I was your family.
I don't want to be back on my family blue side. I want to be on my family pink side.
Oh. They're pink on your planet?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
I want to go back to my planet.
Okay, baby, I'll take you to your planet, okay?
And then go back walk you to when I go back to then I go back to my home.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So once again, the billionaire elites are putting the truth right in front of our face and then telling us it's not what you think it is. And why do I say that? Because yesterday, the internet went crazy over the video that was posted of this individual right here that looks like Jeffrey Epstein driving in South Florida. And just a little while ago, Jeffrey Epstein has officially joined TikTok. Take a look at it for yourself. The account is even verified, and it has over 800,000 followers and 2.8 million likes. It's verified. Jeffrey Epstein on TikTok. And if you look closely, the account is only following 2 individuals. Take a guess at who they are. Benjamin Netanyahu and President Donald J. Trump. How is this even possible? If the individual is deceased and no longer with us, how is the account verified? Who signed up for the account and who got it verified? And take a look at the caption in the bio. Yes, I'm alive. So if you're on TikTok, head on over and check this out for yourself. It is really here. It is really verified. And it has close to almost 1 million followers, and it's not even 24 hours old. Let me know your thoughts on who do you think is running this TikTok account, the Jeffrey Epstein TikTok verified account. Hit me up in the comments because this is insane. After yesterday's video appeared of him allegedly driving in South Florida. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Yo no sé por qué me subí. Ay, ay, ay. Yo no sé por qué me subí. Ay, 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 ay.
A mule, yes, but a horse, I don't know.
Do you think that these powers, these Illuminati people behind the scenes, are going to be successful at taking down the United States government?
Yes, I totally agree. Yes.
There are white hats operating, as you know, and as we know, because we have been interacting with those people from time to time. Do you think it's possible that these people can be stopped?
No, I do not. I categorically say no. I do not believe there is any reasonable evidence of anything of hope for America or for the world. That's my personal opinion. I think that the light at the end of the tunnel is a train coming. I do not believe America or the world at large is going to be able to extricate itself out of this situation. No, I do not believe it's possible. And the reason why is because the people are too stupid. They're too ill-informed, ignorant, unread, self-centered, egotistical, materialistic, and downright stupid. And they don't care. Every age and in every country, the people of every nation have always supported a dictator, and they always will. There's never been a time in the history of the human race that you can show me where the people of a nation rose up and demanded their freedom, liberty, and justice for all. America is finished.
What are they trying to tell us here? This was Millennium's concert at the Sphere, and once again they show the firmament cracking. Actually, if you want an unpopular opinion, this concert reminded me of the Zac Brown Band concert, except for the aesthetics were just a little bit different. And what's with the portals? They had portals at the Zac Brown Band concert where it entered his one eye, and then all the neurons in his brain created portals. And then the Backstreet Boys had portals, and they were being projected by CERN. What's with the portals? I have also been noticing where these Hollywood celebrities have been pushing this fallen angel theme, where there's a light side and the dark side, where some of them are like trapped in somewhere between heaven and hell. In fact, if any of you listen to the song Jericho and actually listen to the lyrics of it, it'll tell you the story of the fallen angels. And with all the redemption themes going on in Hollywood these days, it kind of makes you wonder, do the fallen angels want redemption? A lot of Millennium's imagery was demonic, to be honest with you. Some of the symbolism I saw in the background kind of reminded me of the 2026 Olympics. But I'm more focused on themes here. And like I said earlier, it kind of seems like the fallen angel, redemption, halfway to heaven, halfway to hell
agenda is being pushed right now. And I kept wondering, why is Hollywood pushing this redemption theme? Why are they pushing fallen angels? Why are they pushing heaven and hell? And then I saw this interview, and I want to see if you guys can connect the dots with me. Let me know what you think.
When are you gonna start filming? I'm hoping next year sometime. I'll just tell you this, it's an acid trip. When we wrote it, it is like, I've never read anything like it. There's some crazy stuff. You have to start with the fall of the angels, right? Yeah. Which is, you're in another place. You're in another realm. You know, you need to go to hell. You need to go to Sheol.
So you're gonna have hell, you're gonna have Satan, all that?
Whoa. Sure, you gotta, yeah. Right. You gotta have his origin.
Listen up. So a second scientist has been killed on the front porch of his California home. This guy right here, Carl Grillmeyer. He passed away on February the 16th, and he was an astronomer. So just after 6 a.m. Monday, February the 16th, detectives with the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department responded to reports of an assault with a deadly weapon in Llano. On his front porch, they found 67-year-old astrophysicist Carl Grillmeyer suffering from a gunshot wound, and he was pronounced dead at the scene. Now this is strange, but it gets stranger because just a couple of months ago, we had another scientist killed, Nuno Felipe. He died on December the 16th. So he dies on the 16th, and then 2 months later, he dies on the 16th of February. Now, Nuno was a plasma specialist and professor at MIT, but they both were two respected scientists versed in planetary catastrophes. And they both were shot 2 months after each other. One on the front porch and then one in his foyer. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I see a pattern. This man was studying asteroids and comets that posed a threat to Earth. And this one was a plasma scientist doing the same kind of work. And remember, we had 3I Atlas that was supposed to be near the Earth in December. And now we have a comet called MAPS. And the comet MAPS is in the constellation Cetus, which is like Leviathan, a sea monster. A suspended NOAA satellite chief warns of threats to federal science program. We also know that Kash Patel just fired a bunch of people in the unit that studies threats in the U.S. So now we have these comets that somewhat pose a threat to Earth, and then 2 scientists die. I don't know, this all gives me the movie Don't Look Up vibes. We pretty much have the same administration that's in that movie, and then we have this threat and nobody cares, or nobody's watching.
And that's a wrap on this episode, fool. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to hit and smash the like button for me, smash the subscribe button, be part of the family. Remember, stay woke, and I'll catch you next time.